Well, good morning, folks. Welcome back to the channel. I do thank you for watching. I thank all my subscribers. And as you can see right there, I have been busy. Been working on the fiberglass here for this forward deck, like I mentioned in that last video. And off camera, as you can see, I went on ahead and cut the piece out to fit the shape of the boat right here. Now I am going to have to do this in two pieces because the fiberglass, the roll, the sheet wasn't quite wide enough to cover this entire span right here. So again, I'll have to do this in two pieces. I'll have to cut another little piece to go in this section right here, and I'll just overlap it a little bit. No big deal. All right, folks, I'm going to get busy on that. As soon as I get my resin and everything mixed up and get that ready to go, we're going to go ahead and start rolling that out. All right, I'll be right back. Alrighty, here we go. Okay, folks, that is it. All I can do now is wait for that to set up, and hopefully that will have set up by this time tomorrow. I did use a mix of medium and slow speed hardener That was to buy myself a little bit more time. I don't know if it was necessary because the temperatures are a little bit low this morning. It's about 67, 68 degrees, and that's probably going to help right there. It'll buy me some time, definitely, with that resin. So, like I said, all we can do is just walk away from it, and just let me do a little walk around here. Kind of show you what we got going on. We'll come back later and cut all these areas out with a razor blade where those hatches are going to go. And so that's it. I will head off to work here shortly. I'll check on this tonight when I get home, and next day or two we'll get out here, sand down all these edges, and we'll lay down some tape. All right, folks, I will see you here in the next segment. Okay, folks, I'm back. It's been about 10 hours. Went out and did my 8-hour shift at my job, and this is dry enough to touch, but it's still just a little bit soft. I tried to start sanding on the edges right here. Still just a tiny bit gooey. I mean, it's cured enough to touch, but it's still, like I said, it's too soft to sand. So we'll just give that overnight, and we'll get back out here and check on it in the morning. We'll see you then. Well, all right, it is the next day, and it looks like that resin has now fully cured. It is time to start the sanding. I'll be back when that's done. Okay, folks, that pretty much takes care of all the fiberglass work here on this forward deck, with the exception of the corners. I do have to come back and apply a piece of that 4-inch wide tape to the outer corner, as well as to this aft corner right here. And when we get up here to the nose, that piece of tape will be wide enough that it will overlap that piece I just put down. But before I get to all that, I've got a lot of sanding and prep work to do. I have to come back and knock down all these rough edges right here to get it ready for that tape. So when I get all that done, I will be back. Okay, folks, I'm going to have to interrupt this program. I'm going to have to go ahead and wrap up this video right here. As you can see, I started on the finish sanding up here on the bow, right here at the very nose of the boat. Ow, just got some fiberglass off of my finger right there. Yeah, we need to do the finish sanding. We need to finish the finish sanding. But anyway, like I said, we're going to have to go ahead and wrap up this video right here. And the reason is I had to take time off here the last week and a half or so. Finally got to a point with this truck where it's time to move on. I've been fighting a check engine light with this truck, PO 420 code. Oh gosh, probably for a little over a year now. I replaced the catalytic converter here on the driver's side, and that fixed it for a little while. But what I found out was this engine, it's got somewhere on one of the cylinders on the driver's side here, it's got some leaking valve stem seals. It's getting oil down into the cylinder. You can see that little puff of blue smoke when we first started up in the morning, and that has contaminated that new cat. And like I said, that code will not go away. And so I've been busy here the last week and a half or so trying to find another truck. It just got to the point where I was just spending a lot of time and money on this truck, just trying to try different fixes. You know, the mechanic in a can, mechanic in a bottle solutions, the YouTube hacks and all that kind of stuff. And it's just going to have that repair work done. And we're going to price it accordingly and just let the next owner take care of that. And of course, I will be up front with them. I'll tell them everything, you know, that this truck needs to get the check engine light to go out. And you know, like I said, it's just time to move on. And so I did find another Tundra. It's a later model. It's 2013 model, and it's only got 127,000 miles on it. If you know Toyotas, that's just broken in. But it's been a good one. It still runs strong. I mean, the engine and transmission are still strong. It's just, like I said, it's just got that issue with the valve stem seals, and you know, that's been taking up a lot of my time trying to find another vehicle to take its place. So, if you're familiar at all with the used car market, trying to find a decent used car right now, that's not an easy chore, but I did manage to find one. I kind of lucked into it. It's over in Louisville, Texas, not too far from here. And so I'm going to go over there and pick it up tomorrow morning. And yeah, we'll just have to go ahead and you know, just say goodbye to the old white truck here. Like I said, it has served me well. It's been a really, really good one. I've had it all up and down the coast, East Coast, out in Florida. When we moved back to Florida, I put my daughter and grandkids in it and said, just take off, go back to Texas. Didn't have any concerns about putting them in a truck. At that time, that truck had 270,000 miles on it. Like I said, I had no concerns about that whatsoever. Still wouldn't, but like I said, even though it is a Toyota, 351,000 miles now, it does have some work that needs to be done to it. I think I've also got a wheel bearing starting to go out there, so it's just time to move on. It's time to upgrade, time to get something a little bit newer, a little bit nicer. And so, you know, we're going to, like I said, we're going to say goodbye to the old white Tundra here. So folks, with all that said, I do thank you all for watching. God bless each and every one of you. I hope you have a happy Easter, because this is Good Friday. And so, yeah, in all things, to Christ be the glory. We'll see you next time.